Hello, my dear students. Now, shall we revise next topic? It is ISO ISI reference model. One of the sure essay for your examination. ISO ISI reference model. The full form is International Standard Organization Open System Interconnection. And the systems are open for connection. That's a policy of ISO OSI reference model, which is a 7-layer architecture model. And what are the features to be considered while designing each layer? A layer is created where a different layer of abstraction is needed. Each layer should perform a well-defined function. Function of each layer should be close to internationally standardized protocols. Layer boundaries should be chosen to minimize the information flow. Number of layers should be large enough that distance function need not be put together, and it should not be small enough that the architecture does not become unwieldy. Next comes the diagram of ISO OSI reference model. Here, the data from center flows from the application layer down presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical layer, and from the physical layer through a transmission medium, data is transmitted to the receiver, and where the physical layer of the receiver receives data and it's sent it to the next layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, application layer. And the diagram is very important in the examination point of view. Now, we shall look the functionalities of each layer. And the first layer is physical layer. In physical layer, data is in form of raw bits. And it's the only layer that has a direct contact to a physical transmission medium. Physical layer is concerned about transmitting raw bits over a communication channel. Its main design issue is it should be sure that if a site sends one, the receiver receives one. The physical layer is concerned about how many voltage pulses are required to represent 1 or 0 and how many nanoseconds a bit should last in a transmission. Physical layer is concerned whether transmission should proceed simultaneously in both directions, how the initial connection should be established, and how it should be turned down. Physical layer directly manages the network hardware. So, the number of pins in a network connector has to be considered by the physical layer and the functionalities of each pin. In short, it concerns about the mechanical, electrical, and timing interfaces. The next layer is data link layer. Here data is in form of frames. Frames are nothing but collection of bits. Transform raw transmission facility into a transmission line that appears free of undetected transmission errors is a major functionality of data link layer. Here, data is broken into data frames and these frames are transmitted sequentially. Data link layer is also concerned about acknowledgement frame. And its another functionality is flow control. Flow control means always a transmitter should keep track of the receiver speed. A transmitter should transmit data at a speed that receiver could receive. Next functionality is traffic regulation, where transmitter has to know the buffer space of the receiver. Data link layer's functionality is to detect and correct errors, which is known as error control. It needs to know how to control access to a shared channel. In between frames, some frame boundaries can be stuffed by a mechanism known as bit stuffing, which is another functionality of data link layer. Data and acknowledgement can be sent together by a mechanism known as picky packing, is also a functionality of data link layer. The next layer is network layer. Here data is in form of packets. Packets are collection of frames. The main functionality of network layer is to control the operation of subnet. Another important functionality is to determine how packets are to be routed from a source node to a destination node. Many static and dynamic routing algorithms can be used for this. Another important functionality of network layer is congestion control. If there are too many packets in subnet, its performance degrades. This is known as congestion. The functionality of network layer is to control congestion. It also determines how heterogeneous networks can be interconnected. How can we connect a LAN to another LAN, or how can we connect a LAN to a WAN? Billing and accounting is also functionality of network layer. And the layer above the network layer is transport layer. Transport layer accepts data from the above session layer, split data into smaller units or smaller packets, and pass those to network layer. Transport layer ensures all pieces are arrived correctly to the other end. It determines what type of service is to be provided to the session layer. Transport layer is concerned about pure end-to-end connection establishment and data transfer. The next layer is session layer. Session layer allows different users on different machines to establish sessions and manage sessions. Another functionality of session layer is dialog control. Dialog control mechanism helps to keep track of whose turn is to transmit next packet. Token management is also a functionality of session layer. Normally, in a good network system, a token holder only could transmit data, but these tokens could not be kept by a same node for a long time. So, preventing two parties from entering a critical operation at the same time and preventing too many nodes from keeping tokens for a long time is a functionality of session layer. Synchronization is another functionality of session layer, where checkpoints are added, and these checkpoints can be used to recover transmission after a crash. Presentation layers functionalities are concerning the syntax and semantics of the information that is to be transmitted, data compression and encryption. Data compression means reducing the size of data before transmission. Encryption means converting data into a secret form, that is converting a plain text to a cipher text. Last layer is application layer. which provide variety of protocols needed by users to use a computer network. Many protocols or many applications like emails, file transfer protocols, HTTP protocols are provided by application layer that are needed by user. So these are the main layers and main points to be remembered while studying ISO OSI reference model. Thank you. Stay tuned, stay at home, be safe.